Earlier this summer, our 11 Investigates team reported on the case of Joel Terry. He's the Toledo man who was convicted in 2019 of raping his young daughter, but he has always maintained his innocence, and his case is the first reviewed by Lucas County's new Conviction Integrity Unit. This afternoon, he won an important court decision. Lead investigator Brian Duggar was there and joins us with an update. So he's actually getting out of jail today. What's going on?
He's actually getting out. So, I mean, the big question going into today, he was granted the new trial before this, so we knew that. But the big question was, is the prosecutor going to dismiss the case? Are they going to offer him a new deal, or are they going to pursue a new trial against him? And so we learned today that they are pursuing a new trial. However, the prosecutors asked for a $1.25 million bond, and Judge Navarre said no. She gave him a own recognizance bond, which means that he will be released today. And actually, Dan, I just got off the phone with the daughter who said that he's about to be released any minute now.
Joyful about that, but probably the family's very sad that the thing wasn't just tossed out, because when we break down the case, it just seems like if they couldn't nail him to that, why are they pursuing this anyway?
Yeah, and that's a big question, even the question that I have, because this was brought by the Conviction Integrity Unit.
Yeah.
They reviewed it, they got testing that showed there was DNA in this young girl's underwear. It was male DNA, but it was not Joel Terry's. It was another male DNA is in that, and we don't know whose DNA that was at this point. Plus, there was another Children's Services intake report which indicated that there was another family member abusing this girl. So at this point, it clearly points to at least another person who was abusing this girl. And none of this evidence at this point, other than the girl's statement, none of it points to Joel Terry.
It would just seem like they have no case. If his DNA wasn't there, why do they keep wanting to point to him as being the main culprit?
Yeah, you know, I have not talked to the girl who's now 16 years old, I believe 16 or 17. I've talked to her mother, and her mother is adamant that Joel Terry was the one who abused her daughter.
Really?
And I asked her at one point, I said, well, what's your daughter saying? And she's like, well, you know, she's still saying the same thing, you know, but I haven't talked to her. So it's going to be a whole thing. I mean, does this girl want to get on the stand and say this? Or is it going to be too much to do this? Is it true? We don't know.
And she was 12 when this all happened?
No, she was younger than 10.
Okay.
I mean, there were a number of different years, I think 2017, 2018, 2019, and there are at least 2 sexual assault nurses that she said my father abused me. There was an employee at the school who said that she told that her father had abused her. So she has said this a number of times. However, Joel Terry, when I went and talked to him in prison, said, well, this is because the mother was coaching her because we were kind of in this falling out period. So, you know, I mean, if there is a new trial, and it doesn't mean just because they're saying there's going to be a new trial, does not mean there's going to be a trial. Something could happen, there could be a plea deal before then, the prosecutors could still drop the case, but if there is a trial, I think the girl's probably going to have to testify.
Okay. All right, story coming up at 6 o'clock tonight?
At 6 o'clock, we'll have more.
Brian, thanks so much.